This is part two. This is your training program. So thanks for sending through your training program. I took bits and pieces of that. Now I know you said free is definitely what you can follow, so I've based it on free. But what I've done is, because I know you said you might try and get to the gym, and if you could do a full, so I put a bonus session at the end, which is all programmed into this training session. But your main goal is to get the first three done. So session 1, session 2, session 3. Okay, they're all based on full body exercises. So you'll be hitting the main muscle groups sort of every single session, which is again probably the best way to do it. Okay, so for example, you'll have like back squats, then you've got bench press, one arm rows, leg press, and then the last two will be sort of like isolation moves. So what you'll notice is you're going to start off with like real big movements, so like barbell hip thrust, and those will be like 6 to 8 reps. So you'll hit those reps, and then as you see the reps go up a tiny bit as the workout goes on. And the last two exercises are mostly sort of isolation moves. But for training, I just want you to get into the sort of habit of following RPE, which I'm going to come on to next. And that's basically like not going to muscle failure all the time, not pushing yourself. So for week 1, I want you to start off very sort of gradual. Don't go to muscle failure. Really get the technique done. Try and get it to 6 to 8 rep range in there. Make sure your technique's good. And then as each week goes, this training will be getting updated. So every single week you'll have a new training plan to follow, where there'll be sort of extra sets, you'll be doing extra reps, you'll be doing more. So this is week 1. I just want you to follow this, and the main goal is to get those first 3 sessions done. I've put some YouTube links in there for you. But if there's any exercise you're not sure on, just let me know and I'll be able to get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so go through your training and make sure that all makes sense. Then training glossary. So this is what I really want you to focus on here, is the RPE. So this is how we rate intensity. So you'll notice that you will be sort of working between, in the first week, like 7.5. So I just want you to feel your way into this training program, and as the weeks go on, it will get harder. And it will get harder each week, because you'll be going up to like RPE 8, 8.5, 9s, stuff like that. Okay, so really go through this and then just familiarize yourself with what number and what it sort of should feel like. Okay, so that's really sort of key thing to go through as well. 1 rep max calculator as well, which we're not going to use just yet. We may do in the future though. This is all about nutrition, so our philosophy to nutrition, and a sort of a brief explanation of how to do MyFitnessPal. And then something that would be really helpful for you and your sort of situation is our food list. So this breaks down a lot of major foods, what calories has it, what the carbs has it, what the proteins have in it. So again, if you're struggling to like hit protein, go to your protein sort of thing. Look, just go down here, see what you can eat, see what's going to help sort of push your protein intake up. So really go through this sheet as well. This should be really helpful for yourself, I think. And then we just got a couple of key supplements, nothing too fancy, that you may want to consider, especially with sort of your eating setup. And so these are just the main ones that are backed up by a lot of research and a lot of science. And if you enter that code in at Go Nutrition, you'll get some free protein as well. So that is your walkthrough. So go through it. Any questions, like I said, please let me know. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Your first weekly check-in will be this Sunday, and I'll be explaining everything as we go. So I'll speak to you very soon. And yeah, take care.